All right, I want to talk about something that has been on my mind for a long time. And if anyone else comes across this video and sort of agrees with this, please leave a comment below or just talk about what you've suffered through. But I feel like situationships in high schools are the worst and they're extremely frustrating. Right? Situationships are like you're not quite dating, but you're also not quite friends. You're more than just friends, but you're not at the level of relationships. So you're kind of stuck in this juxtaposition of in between. Do they like me or do they not like me? And I want to just sort of talk about why they suck so much and why they're so common now in high school. Again, this is all my opinion. So if you guys disagree with my points, it is a-okay. But the first thing I want to sort of talk about is I feel like the reason why they suck the most is the emotional toll that they put on you. I was stuck in a situationship for about 2 months, and it was some of the worst 2 months of my life, right? I thought I was gonna get unconditional love, but I did not get that whatsoever, right? And I realized that situationships do mess with your emotions, and they mess with everyone's emotions, right? Because one day you might feel like you're on top of the world just because they said hi to you in the hallways, or they walked to you in class, or they liked your post or story. And then the next day, they're absolutely trying to ignore you, right? Not texting at all, texting less, flirting with someone else, all of these little things. And yes, to a normal person, it might be like, hey, they just not interested in you, or they're just seeing you as a friend. But to people that are stuck in situationships, you know the pain that you're trying to get the girl that you like, but it is not happening whatsoever because it's so impossible to get it. And it sucks so bad, right? It's an emotional whiplash, right? You don't get the stability of a relationship, but you also get the heartbreak when things do go wrong, like a relationship. So it doesn't even make any sense. And that's what sucks is you end up spending so much time on somebody that is so insignificant, or they consider you so insignificant. And it's also the thought that they will never see you the same way you see them. So you're wasting all this effort saying hi to them, texting them back. You're literally sometimes putting your work aside just so you can talk to that person, and it sucks really bad. And you'll never get the love that they're actually receiving. So that's what it actually sucks, right? And it's also like your energy levels go down and you start to overthink just because this one person isn't in your life, and it's like they're just controlling you unconsciously, right? You yourself are just being controlled because you want to make them happy, but they don't know that. They just like the things that you're giving them, right? If you give them gifts, they like receiving gifts, but they don't expect you to get a gift back. Basically, they won't buy you a gift back because they just see that as like, oh, such a friendly thing, but to you it's not really like that. And it really sucks, and especially in school it happens so often. And I think the reason why, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's because people are just scared of drama, right? They're scared of breakups, or they just want to have that feeling of a relationship but without the actual responsibility. Sometimes it's immature. I will say it is an immature thing to do, and we are still trying to figure out who we are. But I feel like you at least have to cut some slack, right? If you're stuck in this situationship and you don't want to be with them, at least tell them I don't want to be with you, right? Don't make it so weird and awkward for them to be chasing in a circle and to finally say I don't want to be with you. You could have just said that at the start, right? It sucks because, and I said it sucks so many times, but it pains me that like you have a person in your life, you finally had a person that you thought you were happy with, but it turns out he or she was not the right person to be with. And I don't think that would ever sort of come at me at like a wall of bricks. My advice, since I'm really young and I'm very naive, I wouldn't really take this advice seriously. But if you want to, the thing that I would give the most advice is high school is already enough stress. Whatever you're in, it doesn't even matter if you're in high school actually. If you're in middle school or you're somehow in university, it's already enough stress, right? You got assignments, families, other friends that actually care about you. You focus on those. You don't focus on somebody that is not worth your time at all, right? Don't let someone else's indecision drag you down. And you actually deserve clarity. deserve effort because you're giving them, and you deserve somebody that actually claims or actually wants to be with you. And I know that's hard. I know that breaking your friendship or this weird, awkward juxtaposition away from a person that you used to call dearest, but you have to realize that they're the reason why it is hurting so much. It has to be them. It can't. If you can just drop them away, I can guarantee you your life and your overthinking will end immediately. Because I know that the overthinking is what actually kills you. It's not about them, saying hi to you in the hallways. It's about them, it's about you being jealous that you're not getting the full package of them. And so my advice is if you're also stuck in a situationship, right, it's maybe time to step back and just be yourself, right? Don't put on a mask to say hi to them, right? Be yourself and trying to, have somebody to talk to about this. If it's a parent or a guardian or maybe one of your close mates, it's better for you to talk to them because you're not worth it. It's not worth it to just overthink over and over again about somebody that doesn't actually care about you. And that's where I will end it.